Hello everybody, thank you for joining us for what is the first European International Cyclo-cross event of the 2019-2020 season. I'll be bringing you commentary, and alongside me, the expert in cyclo-cross, Mr. Tom Last, who I know a lot of you have been missing. The European cyclo-cross season had started here in Eeklo in Belgium, and it's very important to get a good start in the world of cyclo-cross so that you can get good positioning for the technicalities that are soon to come. We're going to get our first look of the course, as you can see very shortly, which has changed quite significantly since it was used just a couple of years ago. Far more twists and turns, but it's actually a slightly more compact course than we saw back in 2017. Look and see who that is on the front there already, leading them out.
It's number 5, so that is Maud Kapteins.
Maud Kapteins, yes,
definitely
another rider
for the race.
Who is looking to start the season off with a bang.
Wider tyres, particularly with the sand sections. You can see that
Anna losing her footing there on the sand section after she dismounted from her bike, and that's cost her a few bike lengths. So we've got one rider with a fairly clear advantage at the front because of that. It's also quite interesting to see, as we see a replay here of Anna just getting it slightly wrong as she came around that corner, overbalancing to the right slightly and having to she pretty much fell over, didn't she? And that also caused a bit of a delay to the riders behind her, and that has left Van der Heijden with a few metres advantage briefly over the rest of the field behind.
Yeah, so they're just going into this kind of probably the most kind of tricky descent on the course. They're all handling that fine. Kay has to dab with her inside foot there, and she's definitely starting to stretch them out a bit. We can see Shirin van Anrooy is kind of trailing 3 or so seconds off the back of the group, which is one of those really painful gaps to close, isn't it? When
Horrible,
you've just
yeah.
been gapped like that, and you can see them, but you can't quite sprint and shut it down. It's a bit of a killer, that one. So Anna Kay kind of slides back into second ahead of Loose Cells there, but you can see just with the distance that Kapteins is riding ahead of them, she's looking pretty much stronger than the other riders in this group at the moment. Anna Kay now to the front, stretched it out there.
Yeah. She's been waiting in the wings in third place for quite some time, but she went straight round the other two a few moments ago. It's only a small gap there, but she has been looking the most sprightly to me of those three at the front throughout this entire race.
Kapteins is trying to ride as far as she can in the sand. She looks like she's got it.
Oh, that's going to be a costly mistake.
Not quite. Not so costly. She squeezed Van der Heijden out there.
Yeah, Maud Kapteins looks like she's going to take this one. They're on to the finishing straight. She's sprinting out the cell. She's pointing to her sponsors. Maud Kapteins of the Netherlands and Pauwels Cezanne Bingo team takes the first win of the season. Inge van der Heijden having to settle for second place on the day. Anna Kay of Great Britain and the experts of Pro Cyclo-cross team taking a well-deserved third, but I think she might have been hoping for better than that given how she was riding today. But that was a brilliant way to start the season. The UCI Commissaire over there on the left-hand side of your screen will call them off, and their heart rate is probably already well over 100 right now. And they're off for the first major European cyclo-cross race of the 2019-2020 season. And Elisabeth had a decent start, but in the middle there, number 5, that is Quinten Hermans. Elisabeth takes the lead into the first corner of the day. So despite not looking particularly nervous on the start, he's clearly up for this race and leads the rest of the group through the first corners.
It's where the sport is most popular as a spectator. So who's that? That's number 2. That's Michael van Turenhout and Gianni Vermeersch going down at the top of that hill. Vermeersch doesn't look too happy about it.
Around about 3 seconds between the first 3 and then another trio of riders being led by Toon Aerts. In fact, 4 riders there. Gianni Vermeersch, after that incident, now down into 7th place in this race.
So again, you can see Elisabeth trying to ride the sand. It looks like he's kept his momentum a little better, so he's riding the lump after it. Suter and Meyerson forced onto their feet there, so they're going to lose some time. Then Van Turenhout hit that rut so fast that he lost his kind of back wheel slid out. He had to use the whole thing as a berm, which was cool to see.
Toon Aerts exactly the same. His back wheel came right out, but he managed to hold it up somehow.
Lars van der Heijden, very strong rider in the sand, just riding it smoothly, not looking too stressed there.
The dominance of the Telenet Baloise Lions squad, not quite where it was in the opening few laps of this race. They've now got a group of 5 here at the front, and only one of them is from that squad. In fact, I think it looks like we've got 3 from the Pauwels Cezanne Bingo team. So 5 riders at least still in with a chance of winning this race. Lap and a half still remaining, and the speed, if anything, is getting higher and higher. Back to the race in hand though, and Tonarts has put in a monstrous attack there, coming across the line with 1 lap to go. They'll be hearing the bell now, so it means they've got in the region of 5 minutes of racing remaining. So this is crunch point basically in this first round of the Ethiascross. Only rider able to go with him is Ethias, who's been the other most active rider, I would say, of the men's race so far today. So 2 riders in front. Is anybody else going to be able to bridge back across to them?
Swake is coming through.
Whoa! Look at that.
No,
he lost a bit of momentum towards the end, but he made up a good couple of seconds on his teammate just then, didn't he?
Yeah.
Herman's third at the moment, and then Tonarts is in 4th place. Wow, look at the speed of Swake as he comes through number 4.
We've not seen him at the front of the race until now, and now he's just smashing it, although it is a bit, definitely carried more speed down that descent, so he's going to try and close it on this climb, but Swake is super strong. There we go. Well, Lawrence Swake, who we didn't talk about all race, who we didn't see,
takes the win, yeah.
Smashed the last third of the last lap.
To win the race as well. Lawrence Swake taking it from his teammate Isabel, who has to settle for 2nd place. Quinton Herman's there coming across the line in 3rd.
Comes through and out sprints Tonarts, just to add insult to injury after that.
Might be a photo finish between those two. What a brilliant day's racing, both on the men's side and the women's side, lastly. I thoroughly enjoyed that, and I was not expecting Swake to be able to go quite that hard in the last 2 minutes of the race.